Today's class is a grammar tense review. Grammar tenses. There are 12 active tenses in English, and these can be divided into three main tenses of past, present, and future. You can then divide these into four sections each: simple, continuous, perfect simple, and perfect continuous. Okay, I'm going to begin with the present tenses and start with present simple. Present simple is created using the infinitive form of the verb, and there are three rules. First rule is a habit. I often start work at 8:30 every day. This can be shown on a timeline like this. Number two, a fact or something that is generally true. The world is round. And number three, timetables for future. So this is present simple for future. The train leaves at 3:45. Okay, moving on to the present continuous. So the present continuous is created using the verb to be, is, am, and are plus ing form. There are three key rules to this tense. Number one is an activity happening now. We're doing a grammar review. Number two is a temporary activity. I'm staying here for only 1 month. And number three is present continuous for future, an arranged future. I'm having my hair cut today at 3 o'clock. It's important to note that you need an arrangement to use present continuous for future. So you need a time, a place, and possibly a person. Okay, next is the present perfect simple. The present perfect simple is created with have or has plus past participle. It has two key rules, and the first rule is an action that occurred in the past and connects to now. They've lived here since 2016. So they still live here now, but I'm looking back to when they began living in this place. Okay, and the second rule is a past experience or in my life. I've been to Japan. So I'm talking about my life, I'm looking back. I don't give a date usually, and if I do, I refer to the past simple. So I would say, I've been to Japan, I went there in 2016. Okay, it's important to note that the present perfect simple uses specific adverbs like for, since, just, never, ever, yet, and still, and it also uses time expressions like today, recently, this morning, this week. Okay, moving on to the last tense in the present tenses, and that's the present perfect continuous. So this is created using have or has plus been plus ing form. And there's one key rule, and it's an activity that started in the past but continues up to now. I've been studying English for 9 years. I'm still studying English now, and I'm looking back on that progress that I've made over those 9 years. Again, it uses the same adverbs and time expressions as the present perfect simple. Okay, now we will go to past tenses, and I will start with the past simple. The past simple is created using the past simple form of the verb. This divides into two parts, which are ed or irregular endings. So there's one key rule, and this is a finished action in the past. I lived in Spain in 2016. Okay, moving on to the past continuous. The past continuous is created using was or were plus ing form. And the main two rules are an activity or activities in the past. So I was watching TV last night, and I can use a time like 9 o'clock, or an activity in progress when another action took place. While I was watching TV, a friend arrived. Notice the friend arrived is in the past simple. Okay, moving on to the past perfect simple. So this is created using had plus the past participle, and there is one key rule, and this is the past of the past. And two examples: John was not home, he had gone shopping, and when we arrived, he hadn't eaten his dinner. There are key adverbs used with this tense, such as just, already, and yet, and key time expressions like before, after, when, and by the time. Okay, the final tense in the past tenses is past perfect continuous. This is created with had plus been plus ing form. Again, there's one key rule, and this is a past activity of a past action. I had been waiting for 20 minutes before the bus came. Again, it uses the same adverbs and time expressions as the past perfect simple. Okay, our last set of tenses are the future tenses. And we're going to start with future simple. Now, future simple divides into two parts, which is will and going to. So first I'll talk about will, and then I'll talk about going to. So future simple for will. To create this structure, you use will plus the infinitive. There are 4 key rules for this tense. The first one is future facts. The World Cup will be held in Korea in 2032. The second is predictions. We will live on Mars in 2050. The third is for spontaneous decisions made at the time of speaking. So I make this decision now. I think I'll go shopping this afternoon. And the fourth is for promises, offers, and threats. I'll help you with your homework later. The second future simple is going to. So this is created using going plus to plus the infinitive. There are 2 key rules. The first rule is plans and decisions made before speaking. She is going to play badminton tonight. And then number 2 is predictions made with present evidence. Look at those black clouds, it's going to rain. Okay, moving on to the second form of the future tense, and this is future continuous. This is created using will plus be plus ing. There is one main rule, and this is an activity in the future. I will be travelling to London tomorrow evening. The third is future perfect simple. This is created using will plus have plus the past participle. There is one key rule, and this is an action will be completed sometime in the future. By June, I'll have been here for 2 months. So this is looking forward to June and then looking back. Future perfect continuous is our final tense in the future tenses, and this is created using will plus have plus been plus ing. This is similar to the future perfect simple, but it's highlighting an activity which will be completed sometime in the future. In April, I'll have been living here for 5 years. Okay, now it's your turn. What I'd like you to do is pause this slide and go down through these exercises and try and put in the correct tense. Okay, here come the answers. Okay, today's video has been based on this table which shows all the tenses, all the rules, and all the example tenses. If you would like this, then go to the link at the bottom of the slide, academicenglishuk.com/grammar workshop, where you can download it for free.